Yeah. Good afternoon. Hello to all.
Y'all know what this is.
It's 2:54.
The news.
It is.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask twice. This is the news. We are black
And proud.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look that in there. Shout out to Public Enemy.
Fight the power. Fight the power. It's March. We marched into March.
That's what they told us it was.
In like
according to the Gregorian calendar.
Accordingly, all trap music on YouTube. Sounds will be provided by them in the background. Enjoy that.
Bullet.
We are precisely and approximately 3 days into White History Month. If you don't know, now you know. Also in April, I heard that that's official Confederate History Month, according to the Alabama governor. Yeah, I heard that. So that's how they doing it. So I got the jump on them with White History Month starting in March. Hello. It's another rainy day in St. Louis and across America. The landscape
Wasn't a block in the back like Tony was
is clearing.
Yeah.
Seeing where everybody stands. I like it. I'm liking to see everything open up. Do you see what I see?
I like it when the plan comes together.
Yeah. Do you see what I see? On the surface, looks like it's just another election, but man. Lines are being drawn.
Yes, they are.
Straws are being pulled. Places are being set at the table of white supremacy.
Yeah. Who's in?
Some new guests, it looks like.
Who's in? Right, yeah. Like they done acquired a few people in the Coon Agency.
Yeah, it looks like there's a few guys sitting at the kitty
Coon
table.
Free Agency.
They let some of you niggas at the kitty table.
Yes, sir.
I see.
Come here.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but today I am here to talk about one thing in particular I'll get on into later on in the show, which will be part of my White History Month rant, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about Easter, this upcoming holiday.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, I found out something this morning, when Easter is.
Okay.
My son says it's spring yet. He even asked me the past couple of days, is it spring yet? Because it got warm for one day. He's like, it's warm, it must be time. Something in his senses says, you know, it's the season because it got warm, so it's going to stay that way. It don't work that way in the wilderness. Shit's just bound to happen. Hello, who is it? Nobody, baby. Keep sweating. So, yeah. He say, is it springtime? Like, nah, it ain't springtime yet, son. It will be soon, though. Matter of fact, instead of me telling you it will be soon every other day, let me look at the damn calendar. So I take a peek at the Gregorian calendar, and it says that on March the 20th, spring begins. That day is precisely the spring equinox. And unlike any other day of the year, spring happens to start on that day. Now, actually, officially, it starts that day every year, March 20th. And fall starts September 23rd. But that's according to the actual sun and the way it rotates and the way we rotate and the way things move. We don't go by that. We go by what a dude wrote down. He says, this is the day, so that's the day. So days move. But this particular day that moved had me like, damn, it moved a lot, I think.
Right.
This day is Easter. Now, I ain't attended too many Easter services lately, but I know that, to my knowledge, Easter was always in April, or somewhere around April.
In that area, something like
You had
that.
April Fool's Day and you had Easter, I thought.
Right.
But this Gregorian calendar told me that this year, with the day added, with leap year and the day added, somehow Easter's pushed all the way back to the March 27th date. The 27th of March, the last Sunday, I guess, in March, is Easter this year. Good to get that back. So I'm going to go a little bit into that, man. Go further into where the Easter holiday even came from a little bit.
What does it signify?
What does it signify? And why is it on a different day?
And why must we try?
And do they do Easter across the world also? Because I like to, have reference points.
See what everybody else doing.
To see what they own. Because the thing about everybody else other than the United States is they all been here before us. It ain't a place really on this planet that wasn't here before the United States was really a thing. We kind of new in this. We writing history as we go, as you see, really.
Pretty much.
We come to find out people who they wrote into history ain't really deserving of that spot. They kind of need to move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. That's my Chris Farley right there. He used to do the band down by the river. That dude was funny, man.
Shout out to Chris Farley.
Drug addict.
He ain't dead.
Yeah. Check this out.
Chilling with Pac and Biggie.
Remixing Marvin Gaye and James Brown and Sammy Davis. Breakdancing with breakdancers. Yeah. There's a movie, miniseries out. I don't watch the miniseries because I think it's on cable, like Lifetime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't watch them channels. So it's this movie that
I don't be fucking with that.
Yeah, but I have solid resources and references that I admire and I listen to. And they put it eloquently as far as how this show goes. So the show I'm talking about is The People versus O.J. Simpson. Now, mind you, I always ask myself why the court cases be the people versus a motherfucker. Because that insinuates that it's the people thinking one way, and whether you did it or not, it's you against the world.
Right.
Starting off, that's nerve-wracking in itself. But I'm listening to Tariq Nasheed's show yesterday. I was also listening to I can't remember the white dude's name because when I listen to their stuff, I don't be remembering their names. I just use them as references. But there's a couple people talking about this People versus OJ, and it takes me back to the day it happened. Now, look at the psychosis of a child in the, I believe, 10th grade. I was about 10th grade during the OJ shit, and we saw it on TV. Somehow, I was always at school when all the shit went down. When he was driving that motherfucking truck,
we was at school.
We was at school watching it. When the court cases was going down, we was at school watching it. I'm not around my parental advisories that can tell me, hey, that or this
what's
or that.
What's really going on?
I'm just around these people.
You're around these Europeans.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm just out there.
Honkies. And letting them paint the picture of OJ.
Letting them so eloquently put it to me.
Yeah.
But one thing I did know in my mind, based off of where I'm from and the blood that rolls through my veins,
that nigga ain't do it.
I knew whether he did it or not, it was him against the people, and I'm him somehow. Yeah. Somehow in all of this, I'm him. And if he lose, if he lose, I lose. Somehow. In the 10th grade, I wrapped my mind around this. Now, mind you, the shit, it's certain things like 9/11, boom, when you know where you was at. I know exactly where the fuck I was at when the shit came down. I was in a French class in the 10th grade. The French teacher, I didn't pretty much respect her in any shape, form, or fashion. She smelled funny.
Right.
French high school teacher. Really? That's what you do? Smell like tuna and lip balm. Anywho, so we in the class. Motherfucker came by the class like, Ricky, cuz. And I'm like, what's up, cuz? And they're like, nigga, OJ won. I'm like, what?
He did that shit?
Every nigga in the school ran out the classroom and just started running on shit, jumping on shit. I don't even know how long that celebration lasted. Probably was the rest of the day.
Pretty much.
One thing about the school we attended is them people went to a lot of conferences and shit. I know this because they knew how to placate us. As far as when shit went down, they knew what to say and not to say.
Right. And
what to do and not to do to make sure that we didn't go too motherfucking far. Because if we would have raised up, we could have beat a school full of people's ass. Yeah. Like literally, it was 32 black guys that could have beat a school full of 3,200 people's ass.
Could have fucked
In
around.
a movie type fashion, running through the walls in slow motion, nigga.
Right.
Whoa.
Molly whopping motherfuckers with UFC Superman.
Hey, this shit got real. I saw
jumping
one,
off lunch tables
man,
and shit.
I saw what one nigga did to 5'6" white dudes. I mean, shit got real when a certain type of angst and anger got released. That shit really don't dwell in common society because it ain't the same type of structure. This high school shit during DSEG was different.
Right.
But that OJ shit, bro, I'm a kid basically.
Yeah.
But I was, as a kid, brought into that shit because it was on the national shit. So now I'm an adult. They making movies about it. Everybody talking back about it. And I'm noticing it, damn. When I was watching it back then, they was really, really trying to lock that dude up.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this now.
It was.
But I'm putting myself in that mode of, all right, I'm 16. What if we really was conscious of the fact and motherfucker pulled to the side and was like, look, this is what it is. This brother is O.J. Simpson. He do his goddamn thing throughout Hollywood. He ain't carried a football in 2 decades.
Not a one.
But he got friends and he got people. His bitch that he fuck with, her own partner say that she sniffed coke and sucked dicks, nigga,
randomly
on Brentwood Boulevard.
Randomly.
To the point they called dick sucking and smoking coke Brentwood. What you doing tonight, Brentwood? That niggas knew what was up. This was his bitch. He left the bitch alone because he decided, you know what? I can't really probably hang with her no more. I'm getting that. I'm getting there. This degenerative hip. Nicole.
Right.
Nicole, listen. Just take the money and go. But no, Orenthal.
Bitch, do you know this is not my knee anymore?
This is not even mine.
This is no longer my knee.
I got some 12-year-old Haitian child's knee. Don't ask me how I got it. Listen, I got friends. Robert Kardashian's my friend. You can look that up.
One of my close
It's a fact. Close fucking friend.
Close confidant.
Okay.
Like
So we continue on with the OJ story. So it was OJ. Basically, if now we're removed from it. And we look at the characters in the movie. Some characters ain't talked about heavily. Marsha Clark's not talked about like she was there. Even though she was really the prosecutor on the other end.
Fuck Chris Dalton. Fuck Marsha Clark.
Dalton, Ito, Judge Ito. He was jokes for years. Just because he was an Asian dude presiding over the case. He gave a lot of Asian dudes jobs on comedic roles on shows such as Mad TV, Saturday Night Live, and such. Hooray for Judge Ito. Then you had the late, great guy, Jonathan A. Cochran. The A stands for awesome.
The nigga that they had to A also meaning assassinate.
The nigga who is the motherfucking culmination of put it down and nigga, wait a minute, hold it up. How can I put it down and hold up? Watch me. This nigga talking about momentum. He killed OJ's shit, got through all of that and said, nigga, you know what? I feel so good, I'm gonna get Geronimo Pratt out of prison.
Bow.
Did that. Was feeling so motherfucking good, said, you know what I'm gonna do after that?
Team up with some Jewish motherfuckers and we gonna sue the country for black reparations. Man, you know what? Kill that nigga Johnny Cochran.
Wait a minute.
Thank
you was talking to that Ashkenazi and that Armenian. What is your problem? Listen, put the Mickey in.
Hey man, somebody killed this nigga.
Somebody called Bill Cosby.
They killed
Bill,
this
how you slip the shit in the shit? How you slip the shit in the shit, Bill?
Somebody called Bill.
What you got to do, I'm not insinuating Bill Cosby had anything to do with the death of Johnny Cochran. All I'm saying is,
totally not.
Nigga, I stand in a weird age. I stand in an age where really critical shit went down in this country, and I was naive or really into another program so heavy that I really couldn't peep it and be quick enough to deal with it like I should have dealt with it. To the people around me and others. Oh, well, hot damn. But People versus OJ, man, if y'all watch it, talk about it, tell me about it. Hello.
Somebody.
It is a rainy goddamn day.
Yeah, man, it's quite damp outside.
Man.
It's quite damp outside, man.
So, the question is, today, Why does Easter move around so much?
That is a good question.
All Trap Music, YouTube.com, All Trap Music. Check them out, man, if you like trap music. Shout out to Lace Twins. It's that Lace Twins right here. Now, as always, they say the first Sunday after the full moon of the vernal equinox, which is March 20th of every year, the vernal equinox. So the first Sunday after the full moon after the vernal equinox. So what we talking about is three crucial things. The vernal equinox is always March 20th. So the first full moon after March 20th has to hit. And then after that full moon, the first Sunday after that is going to be the motherfucking Easter holiday. Now, the one thing about the moon is the moon does phases. Its phases is what, 30 days, right? So regardless of how many days you putting in this calendar or taking out or whatever, the moon doing what it do. Regardless of how many times you change the clock around or whatever, the moon doing what it do.
True story.
So it's the first Sunday after the fourth full moon of the year. By the time we reach Easter, we've had 4 full moons. Incredible.
Thinking about getting this mean joke.
Or the fourth one hits. So the Easter holiday, as far as when it's placed, just common sense tells you it has nothing to do with anybody dying. Now, there have been times where Easter can be April 25th. There's times where Easter can be, as we see, March 27th. But there's a key element in all of this shit that really ain't got a lot to do with Christians. It's the celebration of Passover. The Jewish, Hebraic celebration of Passover. So, I'm going to try not to be long-winded. I tried to bookmark this page. It's a pretty simple page. Here we go. Easter is always celebrated on the Sunday immediately following the what they call Pashal full moon. Now, as I explained to you, in simple science, it's called the vernal equinox. Basically, it's the first full moon after March 20th. And that first time you reach the day of Sunday, after that day, you're going to have a fucking Easter.
Okay.
But when they talk about this Pashal full moon, that's that specific full moon that hits after March 20th. And they go to a long thing talking about that this full moon, the date was established permanently and has been used ever since to determine the date of Easter. So this site tries to utilize religion to say that the reason this date moves is because by 1583 AD, the table for determining the ecclesiastical full moon dates was permanently established. And that's how they determine Easter. The full moon is the first ecclesiastical full moon date after March 20th, which happened to be the vernal equinox date in 325 AD. But they didn't establish this Easter shit, they said, until 1583. So from 1582 until whenever, basically, we've been doing this Easter thing on an observance level. Not the celebration we got today, but just observing the fact it's this Easter thing that comes every first full moon after the vernal equinox on the first Sunday.
Okay.
Now, I look at the Gregorian calendar, right? Let me spell it right. It says here that this Pashal full moon and the ecclesiastical full moon dates was permanently established and has been used ever since to determine the date of Easter, and that came in 1583, right? The Gregorian calendar was introduced October 1582.
Okay.
Is there any coincidence that mere months Prior to the creation of the Gregorian calendar by Julius Caesar, this celebration of Easter was established permanently. I'm just talking about dates. They saying this they shit, right? I ain't make this shit up. So if you don't know what the Gregorian calendar used, it's named after Pope Gregory, actually. And when I say Julius Caesar created it, that's me saying a pun, because the foundation that Caesar created, in my eyes, is what this Roman Catholic vestibule is. Whatever was left of the Romans, Caesar and them, is the Roman Catholic Church today.
Right.
So whether they talking about Pope Gregory XIII, Pope John V, or whoever, they talking about Julius Caesar. So they call it the Western calendar, they call it the Christian calendar. Internationally, it's the most widely used civil calendar internationally. Now, the birthplace of this calendar is obviously the Vatican City. So let's flip back to what calendar they were using prior to the Gregorian calendar. It was called the Julian calendar, which was actually Caesar's calendar.
Right.
Now, I say the Gregorian calendar was created by Julius Caesar again because the calendar that they had prior to adding particular dates, including Easter in 1583, they had Julius Caesar's calendar. One thing Julius Caesar did was added leap days. He had it pretty correct when he did the every 4-year thing, but one thing this motherfucker did is he started adding them bitches all the goddamn time. So the Julian calendar's formula...
Just like a hunky, man. To just start going over...
too much.
Man. Proceed.
No problem. But yeah, the calendar's formula to calculate years produced one every 4 years, obviously. That's what we do today. Now, he determined back then that really was way too often. So eventually, the calendar was 24 days out of sync with the fixed dates for true astronomical events like equinoxes and solstices and important religious holidays like Easter. So they had to change his calendar. The reason the Julian calendar was replaced by the Gregorian calendar was for one reason and one reason only: to align their religion with what's going on in the celestial heights. If they would have stayed with Julius Caesar's calendar, it would have been off. And days like Christmas would have fell in July and October, like they used to for a while. And days like Easter would fall in January and June.
Right.
Again, if you're not understanding what I'm saying, Julius Caesar's calendar, the calendar that was used across the world prior to the one we use today, which was created in 1582, his calendar had leap years that made his dates 24 days out of sync with fixed dates. Now, they're not saying fixed dates like Christmas. Fixed dates like, what's that? They're not saying it happens on the day of the year. They're saying it always happens at the same time.
Right.
So they say that equinoxes, solstices, and religious holidays like Easter. So whatever the original Easter was, or the celebration, used to happen at the same time. It never moved. It was a fixed date. So let's take away the religiosity of it. Palm Sunday, Good Friday, and all of that.
And all of that.
And let's take away the according to the Bible part. Because in honesty, the earliest current Easter celebration wasn't even celebrated until the year 1761. Now, the earliest Easter, and the thing about it is, it's simple math. You can predict how this shit's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
So next year is what, 2017? And this is 16 hours. You see, I can't even count right now.
Gotta go cut you slow ass.
Let me go right here. Okay, comparative calendars. Boom. Now, I didn't know this, but some churches, like Orthodox churches, Hebrews, Jews, they use a different calendar. They use the calendar that I stated at first, the Julian calendar. Mm-hmm. When they use their Julian calendar, a holiday such as Easter can fall as far as May 10th.
May 10th. Hey, shout out to my brother. For his birthday, May 10th.
And it can start no earlier than April 23rd. Mm-hmm. So what they did, for example, in 1997, the World Council of Churches proposed a reform on the Easter calculation to replace the equation-based method with direct astronomical observations. This would solve the date difference between these churches that observe one calendar over the other. It was proposed to be implemented, but it's yet to be adopted. Because here's the one problem with adopting that. If you say that the Easter truly falls on this equinox, an astronomical event, what astronomical event? What, you gonna just choose some shit that happens in the sky every year and say, that's the date, that's Easter, Jesus, look what Jesus did, or look whatever the fuck happens. Another quick example. In 1928, there was an Easter Act in the United Kingdom. They established to let Easter be always the first Sunday after the second Saturday in April. So regardless of what the second Saturday in April was, the Sunday after that, there's your Easter. It's always going to be in April, number one. And it's always going to be mid-April. Because it's always going to be they picked a specific date, the second Saturday. The fucking first full moon after March, and then the first Sunday after that full moon. Nah, it'll be the fucking, basically, second Sunday. Because they're saying the first Sunday after the second Saturday. So it's the second Sunday. The second Sunday in April every year was Easter. And it has been ever since.
Okay.
So, one thing about this holy day or holiday is that out of all the stuff I've read, you still don't catch nothing about anybody dying.
Right. Still don't catch nothing about anybody.
No, just try to keep it simple. They arguing about the day the holiday gonna come, and specifically when it's gonna come and how we're gonna observe it. But as long as the program's in place, nigga, they gonna come on the day we pick. Whatever day we pick, they gonna come. They gonna walk in that motherfucker. They gonna say, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. For he has sent his son to die for our sins today. This was the day that he was died, buried, and resurrected without true sin. The rock was moved. By golly gee, wow, we are gonna be resurrected in the blink of an eye. In the twinkling of a tit, we are gone. And that's what happens on what they call Resurrection Day now.
Come on, man. You gotta pick somebody up, man.
Resurrection Day.
Resurrection.
Happy Resurrection Day. You know what that's called? The Walking Dead. That's called Apocalypse. They're living in the days of the Walking Dead. But yeah, man, it's White History Month today. Another thing that was never included in any of that conversation was anybody else in the planet. Bunch of white dudes, maybe they rapped with some other prime ministers and shit. Because obviously it wasn't talking about people who practice Islam, or they wasn't talking to people who practice Buddhism or Hinduism or Zoroastrianism or agnosticism.
Agnosticism or esotericism.
We obviously wasn't talking to no shamans or no rabbis. Never mind. Next that, they're all in the same gang. But they wasn't talking to no imams or nothing. No sheiks or nothing. Shout out to all the sheiks in the world, nigga. I just wanted some chic shoes.
Sheiks. Sheik.
Shout out to the sheiks and shamans.
Man, who are you? I am the sheik.
The Sheik D. Pause, nigga. What's your name?
What's your name, nigga?
Shout out to all the melanated guys and goddesses.
Yeah, shout out. Because y'all doing big things out here in the world. From what I've been told.
Yes. Yeah, if you're in the books, electronics, and collectibles, very soon the site will be going up.
Yeah, we gonna have it.
Yeah, you can go to brainfitted.com. We had a Brain Fitted store popping off. You can get your merch on. Also, very soon,
Black Dollars.
Very soon, being acquired and distributed amongst the many in the diaspora.
Yeah. Black Dollars. Shout out to Rick Ross.
Bros.
I took my man album out the stores because he said in a rap verse somebody should assassinate Donald Trump.
Because he's a druff.
And my man's response to that was, he was beautiful. And that's why I can give you a little respect, man, because my man said, damn, when I was rapping about niggas killing niggas, y'all ain't have a problem with that. I say somebody should assassinate this motherfucking coward Donald Trump. Everybody's up in arms. Say, well, hey, you know. By the way, I'm finna get indicted as well.
Man, that shit's heavy.
Yeah, so.
How you gonna police
Shout out
the police?
to Rick Ross, man. Right. They locking up the police. See, that's why I'm saying, man, you can't work with them. You know what I'm saying?
Can't work against them.
Because they don't respect that shit. Wow. You still a nigga. Yeah, lock them nigga ass up.
Hey, man, what is this shit called?
We will lock your
Feel
nigga
No
ass
BEP on YouTube. Feel No BEP is like FILNOBEP. Some black animators. They do hilarious parody cartoons about rappers, particularly Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Birdman. Is there actually a character, Birdman, who's got like this 5-star thing on his head that associates and acquaints with him wherever he goes, and he has claws like a bird, and he goes, I'm going and shit. Play bar, he say play bar a lot. It's hilarious. Feel No BEP, check it out and laugh a little bit.
Yeah, man, get some energy.
Especially the Young Thug character. That shit's funny. I think I've watched all that nigga's whole animated series, man, because I know the effort it has to take to animate something and make all these dudes look like the people they talking about.
Yeah.
They did a Meek Mill's Drake one. Funny as hell. Funny as hell.
Shout out to my man.
Meek Millie and Drizzy.
Shout out to Philadelphia.
Yeah, man. Shout out. Y'all being gentrified too. Peanut 215, you lied. Nut ass nigga. Hey, Philly though, yeah, that's all I got to say. Chicago, DC, Detroit, St. Louis. Hey man, we gonna have to make a decision. Listen, this is my plan. We all just make the call. We all quit Facebook so they don't know what we're doing. We have to quit it immediately at the same time so they don't know what we're doing. And then damn me, we just all find like the 9 warmest states of the United States and populate them bitches.
Overpopulate.
I mean, obviously it's going to be an overpopulation. Obviously. But yeah, people move. One thing we know about white flight is it happens swift and quietly. So you just look up one day and it's all niggas. And they look up and be like, time to go. I heard that real estate in Iowa is very cheap these days.
Very.
I heard that real estate in Maine, Nebraska, New Hampshire, Vermont, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Idaho, Iowa, Kentucky. You can have it too. Seattle, Oregon, Maine, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia West as well. Y'all can have all that shit, man. I'll take the bottom and be happy as a lark. We got New Orleans back. Fuck it. I'll take it. It's just
I actually feel we should do it the other way. Take all of they shit and make them move into the hood.
So you want Aspen?
Yeah. I want that shit.
You want Aspen?
Because there's something up there because that's why they there.
You know what's up there? Cold and cappuccino.
I want all that shit. I want that natural spring water.
Give me these skis, motherfucker.
Yeah, I want that natural spring water y'all been
You give me these goddamn redwoods.
Motherfucking hunkies. Along with your skis.
Now you notice I didn't say nothing about
I want this good quality soil that y'all
like
have up here. Yeah. I want some of this good quality soil. so I can plant my motherfucking
ain't nothing wrong with
and all of that. You know
Georgia.
I want all that.
And
something
the
very
swamps,
wrong with
I don't
Georgia.
want the swamps of Florida, actually. That's
Because they know that niggas been in Georgia.
That's dangerous.
So that soil has been contaminated.
With red donkey feces.
I'm telling you, man. This is how
Red
they do
dirt.
us.
Nigga, we eat dirt down
This is
here.
how they do us, baby.
Yeah. Shout out to the nigga I used to work with who told me they eat dirt in Mississippi.
All right. Hey.
Shout out to that dude.
Shout out to that
who
guy.
was seriously telling me that they eat dirt in Mississippi, play horseshoes, ride horses, amongst just a multitude of outdoor activities. Because I wouldn't eat dirt in the house, I guess. It's picnic food.
Absolutely not.
I would think that's a picnic food. It's finger food. How do you prepare it? Anywho. Shout out to those brothers. I just love life, man. I'm glad I've been able to meet people who ain't too city-fied, man. You gotta get outside these places, man. People forget that they from a nothing-ass place sometimes.
Yeah.
People get amongst the hip and amongst the known, hobnobbing, and forget that, hey, man, there's a lot of people out here that ain't doing shit because what they is ain't shit. What they lay in their head ain't shit. The city that they peruse on a regular basis really ain't shit.
Ain't shit.
It's just another motherfucking municipality in the wilderness.
Bullet.
So
Bullet.
enjoy yourself.
Man, where are my sound effects, man?
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, man, shout out to California. In latest Klan news, they got their ass whooped.
Yes, they did.
It was pretty much immediately. From what I saw, it was like, hey, they was looking for a parking spot. They didn't even finish parallel parking before they start catching Molly's and the WAP. WAP. Mama. Mop. Ooh, in that mop up action. That shit right there. Fucked up part about that is now they looking for the niggas who was pummeling these guys. Trying to lock them up for beating up old people.
Beating up old racist white men.
Look, they just aged bad. That dude was 27. What I did see was a young...
So that dude was 27. In his prime, as they say.
Look, man, anytime you meet somebody of European ancestry, ask them how old they are. One thing about them is they're very free and open people. They'll tell you anything. Just ask them. They got nothing to lose. I worked with a dude. I'm not going to say his name. Like this little seasonal shit. You know, you got to do shit. And it was a dude. He thought we had a lot of light, you know, because I'm a dad, he's a dad. I work, he works. We both keep standing up. I mean, you know, for some reason he just think we had a lot of light.
We both been standing up.
Yeah, I figured that was the common thread or something because he was real talkative and trying to get close. So I noticed two things about this dude. One thing, he's way younger than he looked. I mean, boy, he was losing it. He said it was genetics. This nigga, DNA don't kick in till, I mean, fuck. He said it was genetics. He's younger than me.
Right.
And that shit was combed over twice.
So he's younger.
He looked like he eat brisket and bologna on the regular. Like, very out of shape, dude. Talks very disrespectful to white women. Tries to black women sometimes, but he knew who to talk to and who not to talk to. Basically, any black woman walked up to him and said something to him, you gonna get that word. If he gotta say something to you, he'll be nice. But yeah, man, they aged bad. This dude, you can tell, I mean, pause. His skin was like exfoliated. You can tell it wasn't too wrinkly. Pause. You know? But
You said it was too wrinkly.
yeah, but that dude was definitely like, this guy here. AARP. Nope. Tell you about the manager. The manager guy, he had completely snow white hair like Santa Claus. He was 52, 53 or some shit. I'm like, whoa.
Quite seasoned.
Whoa, you ain't even that. You got some time to put in still. Man. Hard in the yard. Yeah. I know you're gelling. This motherfucker.
I know you gelling like a fella.
Yeah, like a motherfucker. Boy, look at this guy. Yeah, man. Common thing about both them guys, though, they was European descent, and they That was it. I was like, damn, man, the sun has not been nice to you throughout the years. You might let you play outside a lot. So I see it. Shout out to everybody, man, that's out there just being positive. You know? Because I don't let the negativity influence my motherfucking attitude. I still smile, talk shit. Instagram.com, Ricky the Brain Jones. Check me out. I'm on there every day, smiling it up, putting out positive energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like a Khaled sort of individual right now. You know what I'm saying?
Khaled.
I'm saying little shit. Get the monkey off your back. Little shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Be the best you could possibly be, because ain't nobody else gonna do it. Light switch.
Nobody else cares but you.
Think light switch.
So stop caring.
Always on. Never care.
That's the type of shit I'm saying to niggas. Hey man, look. No one ever cared but you. So stop caring.
Stop caring. Be the best. Listen. I'm saying. Insecurity's a waste of time. If they gonna do it, they gonna do it anyway. What you insecure about?
Getting money, man.
Be the best, and we the best. pH balanced water. Be like alkalinity in your life. Have a Kagan type attitude. Have a Kagan attitude. Boss up on every level. Be a CEO of your situation. From the bathroom to the boardroom to the bedroom.
Nah, I mean.
From the bathroom to the boardroom to the bedroom. Be a CEO of your situation.
Nah, I mean.
Always think number one. I'm number one. Always think
I'm number one.
Always.
You know what I mean?
March 23rd.
For real, yo.
We doing like this showcase thing. Cause dude was like, hey man, look, this is this thing. And I was like, I'll do it. You know what I mean? And we gonna do it, and then we gonna go to New York. And that's it. Now, hopefully,
I'm gonna go to New York and not talk to people.
Yeah, that's really the whole thing. Hopefully I don't have to talk to nobody. I don't really like going out of town and having to speak to anybody unless it's their job to ask me questions. That's the easy part. But like regular people on the street and shit, I ain't got no questions. I got Google, nigga. Shazam my life. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm cool. Google has made life, like, it's funny, it's a thing called social media that made everybody antisocial. That is great.
Yeah. Coolest shit ever. Coolest shit
People
ever.
don't even ask the next person what they doing on their phone. Like, I remember it was a time where people like, what you doing?
Right.
What you doing? Be damned you ask somebody what they doing on their phone. What am I doing? I'm scrolling. Fuck out my life.
You don't see my thumb?
You don't see my thumb? Motherfucker, you don't see my eyes affixed? So I can scroll to my eyes? Man, the loss of peripheral vision is going to be amazing in the next 30 years. Motherfuckers is not going to see somebody walking right up next to them. Because they so used to looking. With that being said, answer your phone. And this has been the news. Brought to you by BrainFitty.com. Soulfly Hair Gallery, Westside Barber and Beauty. The soundtrack of my life is provided by All Trap Music on YouTube.com. Check us out on YouTube.com, at BrainFitty, YouTube.com, at what's the other one? Hold on. Don't stop. Get it. Wait. Yeah, Ricky Jones on YouTube. Check me out. Shout out to Charlamagne, Lil Easy E. DJ Quicks coming to St. Louis. Scarface will be here Sunday. I heard Lupe and Rick Ross are coming to the pageant. The Ghetto Boys, man. Shout out to y'all. Willie D, we miss you, homie. Shit, I mean, what more can I say? It's the new.